Today we will be talking about calling on the spiritual ancestors, your elders. So we'll be invoking the spiritual elders today. This is a 30-day spiritual health activation. For 30 days, we're coming on here to really have all different practices where you can increase your spiritual health, increase your energy, get back into the self, into the inner self, and use the tools, the energy that's all around you. So we've been looking at opening the heart, connecting into energy, stepping into your boundaries, what to do when you're in toxicity, other people around you, so you can still stay in your energy. Looking at grounding, quantum jumping, using symbols to activate energy within you, to activate your manifestations. We've also looked at connecting to the Pleiadians, and so many others. And we're now on halfway there. We're on day 15, and absolutely loving the comments that I've been getting around the 30-day spirit health activation. So today we're going to invoke the spiritual. By the way, I'm Anne Varney, spiritual teacher, coach, author, and podcaster, and of the Spiritual Abundance Creator podcast. So basically, invoking, meeting, calling on those ancestors is really, really a powerful practice that helps you. And I'm going to speak about a couple of ways why it can help you. If you have lost someone, it could be a person, a pet, whatever. Because remember, your ancestors don't have to just be human animals. It could be nature. It could be the elements. It could be your DNA. There's a whole load of ancestral, things that can be your ancestors. So don't just think it's actually the human type, spirit type, that kind of thing, because it could be a number of things. I actually have a course on working with the ancestors in the Spiritual Awakening Academy, which there's a link on this your QR code. Just scan the QR code and you'll get access to that. So it's a really powerful to connect to those ancestors. So for instance, if you're going through grief, and sometimes we're going through grief and we don't even know it, because we've allowed that energy to become trapped in the body. And what happens is when that energy becomes trapped in the body, it can cause pain, it can cause dis-ease with it, because it's emotional. And the reason it's trapped in the body is because we've pushed it down. We don't want to look at it. We've not allowed ourselves to go there. Every time I think about, no, I'm not doing it, because I've done that. Yeah. And I've experienced, my mother, and then 8 months later, my best pal died of 34 years. And then my pet rabbit, about a year after that, of 13 years. So it really, and we can hold on to that energy. And the thing is, when we hold on to that energy, it can cause a lot of things in our life. It can cause us to put on weight. It can cause us to drink more, take more drugs, have something that's comforting that emotional void that's within us, because we're not looking. We don't want to look at it. We just keep it there. And we don't want to look at it. And I'm not telling you today to look at that. I mean, but this is an easy way to call in the ancestors, to call in the ones that are crossed over. So that it's done with ease. You know, you'll get a lot of relief from that. So that's one way. Another way of calling of why to call the ancestors in is because you need information. You need information of maybe an ancestor that's maybe on the same path as you, and you want to know how to do certain things, how to connect even stronger, how to have success in your business, how to allow yourself to love. Because a lot of people out in this world just don't know how to allow themselves to love because there's a lot of fear around it because they've been hurt. It could also be to release that hurt, you know. There's lots and lots of things why you will contact your ancestors. And as I say, it is a really powerful practice. And what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you a very simple practice that calls them in. And first of all, I use the infinity symbol. So if you all know the infinity symbol is the 8. That's the infinity symbol. Yeah, it's just like the number 8, just round. And what I do is I imagine that infinity symbol is golden. Yeah. So first of all, go into your heart space. And if you've watched the sequence of the spiritual health activation, or if this is your first time, again, scan the QR code and you would get them all in one place, because there's a lot of powerful activations in there. Really, you should know by now how, if you've been following this, how to go into your heart space. So just take an awareness down into your heart. And just breathe into that space. And just taking all those worries, everything that we all hold on to, just be selfish for a minute and take this moment for yourself. Just these few moments. And once you're in that heart space, I want you to set the intention. You're opening up your heart space. And you're bringing that channel, that spiritual cord that's above the head, you're bringing source energy down into your heart. So you're bringing nice, clear, lovely energy down. And opening the heart. Stepping in to that inner self. And now you're going to set the intention that you're going to connect to your ancestor. An ancestor that will help you either release grief or a burning question you have. You get to choose what it is, but make it one thing you want to ask your ancestors. Even just you want to meet an ancestor. Doesn't matter. And remember, ancestors can come in who you don't even know, you know. Could be from years, thousands of years ago. It could even be one of the elements. As I say, it could be your DNA. It could be anything at all. So set that intention that you want to connect to a powerful ancestor that can help you in this life. And what I would specifically do is how to ask the ancestor how you can expand your energy. So that your energy, because that's paramount, how can you really expand that spiritual health? What do you need to do to, because everybody's different. What do you need for your spiritual health? And then what you're going to do is you're just going to stand and you're just going to allow that ancestor to come in. sometimes what I do is I just put a chair in front with mum and dad in front and see them on a chair. And then what I do is I bring in their mum and dad. So then there's 4 chairs. Doesn't matter if you know them. It doesn't even matter if you don't even know your mum and dad, if you were adopted. Doesn't matter. And then what I'll do is I'll bring in the grands and granddads, mum and dad. But if that's too out there for you, just bring the ancestor in. Bring the elders in that has that ancient, forgotten information that will help you in this life. And with your heart open, you're going to allow the ancestor, and you're going to actually put the figure 8 as if it's a golden energy around the both of you. So that when that energy is flowing, it's flowing into you. And that ancestor is giving you the power, the spiritual health that you need in this present moment. But it's also downloading what you've asked. And just breathe into it. Just imagining or have a feeling or a sense of that infinity symbol between the two of you. And just allow that information to come. And I'll leave you for a moment. Because we're all powerful, powerful, powerful people on this planet. And we haven't even tapped into, most of us anyway, of our own magical power. Try just open the heart. And sometimes what I do when I'm getting that energy is I activate the hand, the energy centers within the hand, and I just allow that activation so that it's coming in one hand and it's going out the other. And I always have it coming in the left hand, going out the right hand. Coming in the left. It may come into your right. Doesn't matter. It's whatever you feels best. And I can actually feel energy flowing in there, and I can feel energy flowing out there. And I'm just taking all the energy in. Right now. Right in this present moment. And sometimes that activation can go on for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. Sometimes it could just be a minute. Doesn't matter. Just allow yourself to sit in that activation. The beauty. And breathe it in. And if it's still activating, just allow it to still activate. But when you finish that activation, what I want you to do is I want you to really thank the ancestor for coming through. And ask the ancestor how the best way for you to be able to get in contact with them. Because remember, you can access many ancestors with this simple exercise, simple activation. And then you'll know when it's finished because the ancestor will walk away. They'll leave. And what I do then is when that activation is finished, I just sit with that activation and I write, because writing is very important. I write what it is that I received from that activation. And I also say, what else? When there's no longer any writing, what else is there? What did I not pick up unconsciously? And just let it write. I'm Anne Varney, spiritual teacher, author, podcaster, coach. And as I say, if you really want to get those activations all in place, click the QR code, because my members from the Spiritual Awakening Academy, they get it free. Speak to you later. Bye-bye.